devotees with a trunkload of jewels. So when the trunkload of books came to my palace and I opened it up, I couldn't understand why there were jewels. But now that you've come here, I understand that there's so much more than jewels. So the books start acting themselves. Back in the old days, you might remember in Srila Prabhupada's manifest time, sometimes his books would go to different countries, like Japan, and then people, by reading the books, they would open up temples. They would begin chanting and open up temples themselves. And so Srila Prabhupada heard about that, and he wrote letters saying, so my books have preceded me, and my books have done the job. As we mentioned this morning, Srila Prabhupada would write that even if someone's not reading the book, the people who have the books on their shelves in their homes, they have Narayan in their home, and their whole house gets purified. Srila Prabhupada would speak about the time bombs, how his books are time bombs and they're meant to explode at particular times. So many devotees have told us stories about how parents have bought the books. Their children were either not yet born or they were just little babies like that. And then when the babies would grow up to be teenagers, they would somehow or other begin to inquire about God. And so the parents dusted off the books and the person became a devotee of Srila Gurudev, next generation. Vasanti and I just heard a story when we were in the Philippines a few days ago, in Trinidad. What was that? What? The father of one of the devotees who took initiation from Gurudev a couple of years ago had bought the Science of Self-Realization, but he never read it. So then when his son grew up, he found the book when it was the right moment and the time bomb was ready to go off. He opened it and he saw Krishna, Christos, Christ. The same thing that Srila Gurudev said. He said, that looks pretty interesting. So he read the whole book, and then he became a devotee, and then later on he got initiated by Srila Gurudev. So we hear stories like that all over the world. So now, Krishna had to again make arrangements throughout the universe that the people who were affected by Srila Prabhupada's books, they had their children, or they gradually became nourished, and then other people came from different parts of the universe. I remember whenever I used to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books, say in airports, and I would see people coming towards the hallway where I was standing, either from the escalator, or from people getting off the plane, or from people coming off the streets. I would always think they're all coming from different parts of the universe, as arranged by Srila Prabhupada. So now I'm thinking the same thing about Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. Just like we used to see Brajanath Prabhu and Sripad Madhav Maharaj walking with Gurudev, and everybody who saw Gurudev would be like iron attracted to the magnets. So about the Gaudiya girls, we all felt like we were Madhav Maharaj and Brajanath Prabhu walking with Srila Gurudev. Maybe an invisible Srila Gurudev, but his presence very much felt. And we were watching the people crying and embracing the books and expressing their gratitude, and then seeing their lives change, and then seeing them coming for programs. After we met them in the streets, some of them came to Badger, one of them stayed in Badger, and some of them continued to come to the programs, like in LA, with Shivananda Prabhu. So we're definitely witnessing the transformation. But Chitri Didi was just here a few days ago. So there was one instance where she was asking Srila Gurudev that I was reading your Brahma Samhita, and it's so beautiful. You're talking about all the beautiful kunjas in Vrindavan. So Gurudev answered her that yes, the day will come, not now, but after I leave. The day will come when people will appreciate the value of my books. That day will come. So because Srila Gurudev is such a sankalpa, meaning that his words must come true, therefore it's happening. We're seeing it with his books, and we're seeing it with his posters as well. And the people are becoming, on our bhaktiart.net website, more and more total non-devotees, people interested in yoga, meditation, or just plain non-devotees. Srila Gurudev is speaking in their hearts and attracting them to come to the website and get his posters. And then their lives are being changed simply by the art. As happened by one man from Indonesia, he just went on the website, got the art, and then it transformed his life, and he started giving thousands of dollars of donations to the GVP. Started getting Prabhupada's books and Srila Gurudev's books. So that brings us to another subject of how this is all possible, because this morning I mentioned Srila Gurudev's pretend departure. So I'd like to explain that, because it was asked, what do I mean by Srila Gurudev's pretend departure? As Srila Gurudev said in his own words, you all, I think, have seen the magic act that Gurudev calls for Tamal Krishna Prabhu, his magician hands. Haven't ever seen it? Only a couple have seen it? Okay, so in different places, like in Badger or like in Australia, India, Srila Gurudev would call on one of his disciples named Tamal Krishna Prabhu, who is a professional magician. And he would do different magic acts right in the middle of Gurudev's classes. And one magic act that he would always do is take a $5 note from Srila Gurudev, and with short sleeves, he would do his mumbo jumbo, and then turn that $5 bill into a $100 bill, and give that back to Srila Gurudev. So in Badger once, Srila Gurudev said, he can turn a $5 bill into a $100 bill, but I can turn a $5 bill into multi-millions and millions and millions of dollars, because I am the guru of the guru of the guru of all magicians. So in that way, he did a magic act. He did a magic act of pretending that he was ill, and he did a magic act of pretending that he was leaving. But actually, he didn't leave at all. One thing that attracted me to Srila Gurudev in the first place in 1992 when I met him was that because he's with Srila Prabhupada all the time and talking to him just like we talk to each other, because they're also serving in the Kunjas together in Goloka Vrindavan, so wherever they are, anywhere in the universes, they can keep talking to each other. So Gurudev convinced us that Srila Prabhupada never left, and that just like Krishna never left the Rasa dance, but he was actually watching the gopis as they were singing their Gopi Geet and searching for him everywhere and weeping. So similarly, Srila Prabhupada is just hiding and watching us and guiding